Welcome to Echoes of Bharat.
Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right in today, heading over to the coastal town of Puri, India, to look at something that's practically a living, breathing mystery box. We are diving into the incredibly fascinating world of the Jagannath Temple. This is a 12th century marvel, and what makes it so special is that it's absolutely packed with ancient secrets, unexplained rituals, and divine legends that seriously challenge our modern understanding of how things work. Whether you're a massive architecture nerd, a history buff, or just somebody who loves a good unsolved mystery, we're going to take a journey through one of India's holiest and, honestly, most enigmatic pilgrimage sites. So think about this for a second. It brings us to a really fascinating core question. Can a 12th century temple actually, literally, defy the laws of modern science? Because when you look at the historical data and the stuff that happens there every single day, it often seems like the laws of nature are just suspended. We're talking about phenomena that completely baffle scientists and believers alike. Are we looking at ancient, forgotten engineering genius, or something just totally beyond our comprehension? Let's find out. Here's how we're going to break it down today. First, we'll look at the history and scale. Second, the 5 unexplained mysteries. Third, the grand Rath Yatra festival. And finally, the miraculous kitchen. All right, section 1, history and scale. Let's set the scene. So located right there in the coastal city of Puri, this temple is dedicated to Lord Jagannath, who's a form of Lord Krishna, along with Lord Balabhadra and goddess Subhadra. The structure we see today was built way back in the 12th century by King Anantavarman Chodanganga Deva. Fast forward to the present day, and it stands as one of the 4 highly sacred Char Dham pilgrimage sites in Hinduism. It has survived centuries of history and remained this unbroken center of devotion from the day it opened right up to this very second. Now, to really wrap your head around the mysteries here, you have to understand the sheer monumental scale of the place. The temple stands 214 feet tall. Let that sink in. Without modern cranes, without steel framing, 12th century builders managed to construct a stone monument reaching over 20 stories into the sky. Keeping that massive height in mind is absolutely crucial because it directly sets up some of the most jaw-dropping daily feats and mysteries we're about to get into. Moving on to section 2. Unexplained mysteries, the 5 enigmas. Okay, mystery number 1. Under normal circumstances, anywhere else in the world, a flag waves in the direction the wind is blowing, right? That's just basic physics. But at the Jagannath Temple, the flag at the very top of the main dome appears to wave in the exact opposite direction of the wind. It completely defies standard meteorological rules, and it's something you can literally stand there and watch happening with your own eyes. And the ritual for changing that flag? Talk about impossibly high stakes. Every single day, a priest scales that massive 214-foot dome to swap it out, and they do it with 0 safety equipment. No harnesses, no ropes. Why do they take that risk? Because strict tradition says if this daily ritual is skipped for even one single day, the temple is believed to remain closed for 18 years. It's just a mind-blowing display of human dedication overcoming immense physical danger. Enigma number 2. The Sudarshan Chakra illusion. At the very peak of the temple is this huge sacred metal wheel. But here's the bizarre part. No matter where you're standing in the entire city of Puri, if you look up at the temple, the chakra always looks like it's facing you directly. Is this just an absolute masterpiece of ancient optical engineering designed to look perfectly uniform from 360 degrees, or a divine miracle? Honestly, experts are still debating how they pulled off this visual effect all those centuries ago. Mysteries 3 and 4 deal with light and the sky above. First, the main dome. Locals point out that this massive structure casts no shadow at any time of the day. Whether it's a myth or some incredibly genius architectural calculation using the sun's path, it totally fascinates everyone who visits. Second is the airspace. Birds and airplanes are basically never seen flying directly over the temple dome. For the devotees, this clear sky isn't some random coincidence. They firmly believe it's a sign of divine protection blanketing the sacred site. All right, our 5th enigma is an acoustic one. The temple is right near the Bay of Bengal, so obviously you hear the loud crashing of the ocean waves. But the exact second you step through the main entrance, known as the Line Gate, that ocean sound completely disappears. Absolute, total silence from the sea. And the moment you step back outside, the sound instantly comes roaring back. It's a spatial anomaly that catches tourists completely off guard every single time. Section 3, the Grand Rath Yatra Festival, the dynamic chariots. The whole energy of Puri just shifts into overdrive during the Rath Yatra, or chariot festival. We are talking about a massive event that pulls in millions of devotees from across the globe. They bring out these gigantic wooden chariots to carry the deities through the streets. Just touching the ropes used to pull these massive things is considered highly sacred. But here's what really gets me. They don't reuse these colossal chariots. They build brand new ones entirely from scratch every single year, relying strictly on traditional construction methods passed down over hundreds of years. Which brings us to Section 4, the Miraculous Kitchen, a daily wonder. Deep inside the temple complex is one of the largest kitchens anywhere in the world. Try to picture the sheer human effort here. You've got over 500 primary cooks working alongside hundreds of assistants to prep food. They're cooking for thousands upon thousands of people daily. Just the logistics of running a massive, ancient fire-based kitchen at this scale is a monumental feat. But here's where thermodynamics just kind of takes a backseat. The cooks use this highly specific traditional method where they stack 7 clay pots vertically right on top of each other over the firewood. Now, common sense tells you the bottom pot, the one closest to the fire, should definitely cook first. But no. The pot at the very top cooks first, and the bottom one cooks last. It's a totally paradoxical cooking process that has baffled people for generations. And from all that comes yet another marvel. The food never falls short, and it never goes to waste. Regardless of how unpredictable the massive crowds are on any given day, the exact amount of food needed is perfectly accommodated. Every single time. For the locals and believers, this flawless execution isn't just a sign of really good management, it's seen as an absolute, undeniable, divine blessing. So that brings us to the end of today's explainer, and it leaves us with a pretty profound question to chew on. Science, spirituality, or maybe a bit of both. What do you actually believe? The Jagannath Temple is so much more than just a place to visit. It's a living, breathing mystery, a symbol of immense faith, and a timeless reminder of India's spiritual and architectural brilliance. The flag, the acoustics, the kitchen, these mysteries sit right at the fascinating intersection where ancient history meets deep devotion. I really hope this look into the temples sparked your curiosity about the secrets hidden in those ancient walls. Until next time, keep learning and keep questioning.